All right, this is week 14. We are looking at applying triangle exterior angles. So this is a lot of problem solving and thinking through things we've already known. So the first thing we need to know is that triangles equal 180 degrees on the inside, right? So 41, this expression, and then whatever this is are all going to add up to be 180. The other thing that we need to know is anytime we have a straight line, that also equals 180. So looking here at degree 72, that means that we have to take 180 minus the 72 to find the interior angle. So 180 minus 72 gets us 108. So that means this angle in here is going to be 108. And now we have to find this piece. It wants us to solve for the value of x. So don't get confused. Like sometimes it'll come out that x is a negative number. That's okay, because it's not asking us for the measure of the angle in this case. It's just asking us for what x equals. So this brings us back to the first point we made. Triangles equal 180 degrees. So we're going to take the 41 plus the 108 plus the x plus 22 equals 180. And then we're just going to solve the equation using don't call me after midnight. So there's no distributive property, but we can combine all these terms, right? So we're going to have 41 plus 108 plus 22. Really make sure that you pay attention to the signs, right? Because if it was a negative there, you'd have to make sure you subtract. But this gets me 171 plus x equals 180. And then we don't have to move a smaller variable, and then we have to get rid of the addition or subtraction. So to get rid of 171, we subtract it. So that gets us x equals, and then 180 minus 171 is 9. So in this case, x is going to equal 9. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and clear this out and start all over again. So this case, it wants just this angle over here. So we don't know what this one is in here, so we have to solve that part first. Again, triangles equal 180, so basically we could do 180 minus 38 minus 32, and the leftover is going to get us our answer. So 180 minus 38 minus 32 is 110. So again, that tells us that this side here is 110, and we know the supplementary angle is 180, so that means this has to be 70, because 180 minus 110 gets you 70. Let's throw that in here. There you go. Okay, so it's utilizing all the things we know so far about triangles. Okay, this one looks scary. So same thing. This is going to add up to be 180 degrees, but we don't know that interior angles, so we have to do that first. So 180 minus the 46 minus 51, and I'm going to throw that in my calculator, is 83. Okay, so this is 83 degrees here, and we know this is a supplementary angle, so those are going to add up to equal 180. So we're just going to say 83 minus 3x plus 38 equals 180. And then again, don't call me after midnight. Every time we do equations, there's no distributive property, but we can combine 83 and 38. So 83 plus 38 is 121. There's no variables on both sides. We're going to do addition or subtraction. So we're going to subtract 121 to get that out of there. So that gives us 180 minus 121 is 59. And then negative 3x. And then we're going to get rid of the multiplication or division. So we have to divide to get rid of it. So 59 divided by negative 3 equals negative 19.6 repeating 7. So up here it says provide the most accurate answer to the nearest tenth. So make sure you know how to round as well. The tenths place is one place after the decimal. You look behind that. If that number is 5 or bigger, this one goes up 1. So it'd be negative 19.7, right? So we look at the place value behind what we're looking, and if this number here is 5 or bigger, then the one we're looking at goes up 1. So our answer is going to be that x equals negative 19.7. So if you get a decimal or you get a negative, it's okay because we're solving for what x is, not what the angle measures. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's look at this one. This one wants to solve for x, and that's in here, right? So all we're doing is adding these up and solving for x. So it's going to be 130 plus 51 plus 4x equals 180 because they're all interior angles. Then we're going to combine these like terms. That's 181 plus 4x equals 180. Let me double check that in my calculator just because I don't want to make any mistakes. Yeah, that's right. Then we're going to subtract 181. And that leaves us 4x equals negative 1. And then we're going to divide by 4. Gets me x equals negative 0.25. And it says the nearest tenth, so it'd be negative 0.3, because this 5 makes the 2 go up 1. So let's double check that. So x is, oh, I got something wrong. Okay, so let me go back and see what happened. I copied 130, I copied 51, I copied 4x. Oh, that's what I did wrong. The 130 was an exterior angle. So let me change my colors here. So again, I totally believe in learning from mistakes. That's why I don't go back and like change these for you guys, because I like for you to be able to see what's going on. It's not letting me change my color for some reason. So let me try one more time. No, it's not letting me. Okay, so I'm going to do the work over here then. We needed to solve for this piece. So that was my bad. So 180 minus 130 is 50. Okay, but then my process was the same. We're just going to change this to a 50. So that when we add that, that's going to get me 101. So when we subtract 101 from 180, that's going to get us 79, and that makes more sense, right? It's a positive 79. Divide that by 4. It gets me not this, but 19.75, and the 5 is bigger, so it makes the 7 become an 8. So it's going to be 19.8. There we go. So yeah, be careful that you don't do what I just did. And let's look at one more. So again, it wants the x out here. So we need to know what this is first. So 180 minus 84 minus 49 is going to get us this missing angle here. So plug that into my calculator. And that gets me 47. And then we can solve for this angle out here. So that's going to be 180 because it's a supplementary angle minus 47. They gave me a nice one after being so mean to me on the last one, is going to get me 133. Okay, now this one is multiple choice. It says the value of x is 96. Well, we came up with 133. So it could be the second one. It's got to be the second one because that's what we came up with. Okay, so I didn't even pay attention that it was multiple choice to begin with. I just did the math to make sure I had the right answer. So same thing here. What is the value of x? So we need to know the interior angle first. So 180 minus 97 minus 42. That is 41. And this is a supplementary angle, so that means it's 180 equals 41 plus x, and we're going to subtract the 41 to find the missing piece, which is 139. Okay, and let's look at this one. So again, it wants what x equals, and x is an exterior angle, so we have to find this one first. So we're just going to do 180 minus 80 minus 51. And that gets us 49. So this right here is 49, and it's a supplementary angle, so it's going to add to 180. So negative 4x minus 7 plus 49 equals 180. And then solve your equation. There's no distributive property, but we can combine negative 7 and 49, which is 42. And then there's no moving a smaller variable. Get rid of the addition, so we're going to subtract 42. So 180 minus 42 is 138. And then multiplication or division, so we're going to divide by negative 4. And that gets us negative 34.5. And it's already to the 10th. So negative 34.5. Helps if I actually click the button. Negative 34.5. Okay. So yes, you have to think your way through. Pay attention if you're solving interior, exterior. Don't do what I did. So again, we need to solve for this one first. So 180 minus 107 minus 31 gets me 42. So my missing interior angle is 42 degrees. And then we know that these two add up to equal supplementary, which is 180. So negative 5x minus 16 plus the 42 equals 180. And solve the equation. There's no distributive property, but I can combine these two. So 42 and negative 16 is 26. And then there's no moving smaller variables. Get rid of the addition, so I'm going to subtract 26. So 180 minus 26 is 154. And then multiplication or division, so we're going to divide by negative 5. And that's going to get us x equals negative 30.8. Okay, so if you need any more instruction on that, let me know. But definitely pay attention to what you're solving for. So here it wants the interior angle, which means you have to do this one first. So that's 180 minus 99. So that's a nice one, is 81. And then we have 180 again, minus 81 minus 58 to get that missing one. So each problem is a little bit different, but you know the rules about triangles and you just have to apply them. Okay, if you need help, let me know. Other than that, 10 points, get more math.